what the spiritual life has taught me about cooking. What the spiritual life has taught me about cooking. I'm very grateful that you're here on this video. I'm just so happy and excited that we get to share this space together, that we get to go into a beautiful conversation together, a just way at looking at life that's going to, I believe, add a deep level of insight into our life, a deep level of hopefully inspiration into our life, and the core being is some sort of deep level of transformation, whether it's subtle, profound, whatever that transformation looks like, just a shift in perspective, a way to see reality, a way to feel into reality, a way to embody our own true self and our own true nature in a subtly different way. And so I'm very grateful to have you here, by the way. And if you would like to check out more of my videos, I have guided meditation videos in this channel. You can check out these videos in my channel. Please subscribe to this channel. As I'm recording this is a new channel, and all of the help and the support help to get started and to get going. So please subscribe. And if you'd like to join my private meditation group where we meditate together, it's completely free. Links in the bio. So without further ado, let's go ahead and have this conversation about what the spiritual life has taught me about just what the spiritual life has taught me about love, and it's also taught me about cooking. What it really taught me about cooking. And real quick, by the end of this video, there's going to be a very small, just guided and just embodied meditation practice, a guided just, where I believe every true depth of conversation, and I believe every true space of life is here not just for us to get our enjoyments, but life is here to bring us a reflection into our own true nature. And that's what I really believe, that life is here to provide us a doorway into our own embodied awakening, a doorway into our own true essence. And for that purpose, this conversation is going to model that. So we're going to have a beautiful conversation. I don't know how long it's going to be. It could be 10 minutes, it could be 15 minutes, it could be 20 minutes, somewhere after the end of that conversation, or somewhere during the conversation. I'm going to invite you into an embodied, beautiful meditation practice. It's going to be so enriching. So please stay tuned to that, because that's going to be the echelon, the highlight of the practice, because it's not going to be just talking to talk, but at some point in the conversation, you're going to be able to sit in embodied union with your own higher self. And with that, you're going to feel a presence. You're going to feel the peace. You're going to feel the joy. You're going to feel the love. And that's what I believe it's all about. So welcome again, guys. My name's Alex Marley. I'm very grateful that you're here today. And I'm grateful that I get to share this message with you. I really am. Because one thing I see you as my friend. I see you as my friend. And that's what I really see is together, us growing together on this life in the best way we can, because that's really all we do. I once heard this beautiful person. He used to be a basketball coach. I met him. He's probably in his 70s. Coach, I don't even know his name. Everybody just called him Coach. And you know what he said? He always was an inspiration. He always said, hey, you're always doing your best. And he goes, this is why I believe in you, why I love you, why I honor you, because why you always do your best. And I think this is an interesting thing, because sometimes, all the time, we have so many challenges in our life, so many changes in our life, so many things that we just have struggle with. But no matter what, we just do our best. And we might not know the best thing that we need to do, but we know what we could do right here, right now. That's the best. That's all we know. So with that being said, let's go into it. What the spiritual life has taught me about cooking. If you haven't known, by trade, and I'm a private chef. I do private chef stuff for work. And I was a private chef for years. I guess I'll say that, right? It could change any minute because I do coach as well. I do provide coaching for other people, and just helping them develop a state of groundedness in their own body mind, groundedness in their spirit, and reconnect with their spirit. So after loss, right? Reconnecting with their spirit after loss, reconnecting with their own nature after suffering. Just guide them back on a path, a spiritual path that is very in tune with their own being, right? Doesn't matter what path it is, whether it's, doesn't matter, right? Some people want more discrimination, more meditation. Other people want more love and devotion. So I have guided people and continue to guide people to reconnect with their true self. You probably hear all the birds chirping away. Those are the blue jays. So here's the thing, being a chef for a number of years, being a private chef for a number of years, I didn't come to chef work until after my near-death experience that really awoke a lot of deep insight within me. Insight that gave me realization of what is beyond this life, what's beyond the physical life, what's beyond what's beyond the cosmic life here. And that behind the veil of this life, there's a cosmic life. A life that even goes into the multidimensional reality. What was so beautiful was before I had that experience, I was studying Taoism, and I was studying the works of this Taoist master, Wu Ni, and the scriptures in the Tao talk about the multiverse. And it's so funny because nowadays there's even movies out now into the multiverse and so forth that try to encapsulate it with a heroic tale. But there is a multi-dimension and reality of the multi-universe. It's very important for us to just take this into realization and to know that this exists out there. Even though we might not see it with our eyes or hear it with our ears, there's a dimension, a reality that is beyond what we physically see and what we physically hear. There is a spiritual reality here. The spiritual reality is waiting for all of us to tap into it. And here's one thing that I believe that all of us are on this journey, somewhere on this journey to wake up. Whether that's a little bit or all the way. We're here to wake up. We're here to wake up. And this waking up process is such a deep, profound experience. Because at its core, we're waking up every aspect and every particle of our entire being. Every cell is becoming alive and infused with light. Our minds are entering the abode of awareness of our own true nature. And our whole experience in life becomes one of shallow existence of separateness into a embodied awakening of unity, union consciousness, where we're no longer find ourselves separate from the things outside of us that we see, taste, touch, hear, and feel, but where we begin to sense the union between all of it. No longer subject and object. I'm here, you're over here. But there's a softness, an openness into the energetic essence of life. And in that energetic essence of life, there's a lucidity of awareness and this dynamic energy that finds union together. Where the male and female energy become harmonized. where the cosmic principles that we embodied as the microcosmic being dissolves and becomes one with the macrocosmic universe. There is a process of becoming unionized with the beautiful essence of life. And so in this space, we come and we say, we bow in humble reverence to Thee, bow in humble reverence to the Almighty, and just surrender our being into truth, love, and purity. Oh, what grace of God is here for us to taste. To taste in the essence of oneness, to taste in the essence of love, to taste in the essence of energy. And if there was something that the spiritual life taught me about cooking, the main thing that it taught me about cooking was that everything is energy. Everything is energy. My dog here that's barking at me, he is the embodiment of the love. He has been the embodiment of the energy. He's going to come over to me now. He's here on my left with the stick he loves. But what it really taught me about cooking was everything is energy. Everything is energy, isn't it, Bubbas? This is Kali Baba. Say hi to the camera, Kali Baba. Come here. Come here. Say hi to the camera. Say hi to the camera. He loves his stick. Don't you, Bubbas? We love you. Everything's the embodiment of God. Everything. Whether it's animate, inanimate, alive, dead. It's all the embodiment of God. Trees, plants, animals, people. Food. The food we eat is the embodiment of this spiritual energy. So some people go, how do you make your food taste so good? And I just say it's cooked with a lot of love. You've heard this saying before. I had a friend of mine, he once said that a friend of his went on, had some mushroom trip or something, right? And they did it in this safe circle, right? They had this safe guided practice, and this guy came out of his mushroom trip and he just kept saying, he's like, oh my gosh, I understand. I understand. And everybody's like, yeah, I know, it's crazy. And then he kept saying this. He goes, oh my God, I understand it. And finally, he had the opportunity to speak, and he finally spoke up. He goes, I understand what it means to cook with love. And in that space, he probably understood the depth of reality, the multi-dimensional cosmic multiverse of love, and how everything is infused with this love, and how the true nature and our true being is love itself. And when we tap in and tune into that force and that energy and that presence that we have within us and all around us, then everything on the outside of us becomes infused with that same energy. So whether you're cooking, whether you are being there for your pet and for your child, right? Whether your child is a pet, whether your child is your son or daughter, whether it's being there for them, whether it's being there for maybe a relationship, a friendship, a husband, a wife, whether it's being there for your mother or father, whether it's being there for somebody in your working presence, whether it's being there for something, someone, some energy. Whatever you have inside of you, whatever we have inside of us, we bring into that environment. We bring into that situation. We bring into that relationship. We bring into that action of speaking, of talking, of listening, of cooking, of cleaning. Whatever we do, we infuse it with the energy that we hold within inside of us. And so if we're not conscious, then what ends up happening is there's an energy that is being infused in that situation that's not conscious. If we're angry, we're infusing an energy into that situation with anger. If we have love, we're infusing that situation with an energy of dynamic love. And if we have this energy of deep depth awareness and compassion, we're able to give that to some people or to others. Whatever we hold within inside of us, we give to others. Whatever we hold inside, we give to others. And so it's very, very important for us as we continue to grow on this beautiful spiritual path. And whether you think you're on the spiritual path or not, it's all spirit. So whether we like it or not, we are all in this life together, isn't it? Whether we see it or not, we are all in this life together. So this brings us to the path now of embracing this embodied awakening, of embracing this union consciousness, of embracing this love. Because without it, what is life worth? So many people look for their purpose. What's my purpose? And I believe the main purpose is coming back home to love. I believe the main purpose is for us to stop running around as unconscious beings and to come back to consciously awake ourselves so we can be there for life and for other people with embodied awakening, with the presence of healing, with the presence of groundedness. This is what I believe. And it's through this just process that we are on together that we get to step into this light and this love and this truth and this beauty. So with that, let's go ahead and do an embodied practice together. Okay? We're going to put one hand on our heart. We're going to put one hand on our belly. And here, I want you to bring one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. And I want you to start to breathe with me. Can you do that? Breathe either through the mouth or through the nose. In the mouth, out the mouth. In the nose, out the nose. In the nose, out the mouth. In the mouth, out the nose. Up to you. But find this process where you get to create this and make this your own. The only thing I ask you to do is with each inhalation, bring in a deep inhalation. And with each exhalation, have a deeper exhalation. Breathing in fully. Breathing out. And now begin to close your eyes softly and gently. And begin to breathe with awareness. Breathe with fullness. Breathe with all of your being. With a deep inhale. Breathe with all of your being with a deep exhale. Inhaling deeper and deeper. And with each exhalation, relax deeper and deeper. With more awareness on your inhale. And with more relaxation on your exhale. More awareness. More relaxation. More awareness. And more relaxation. And as you begin to embody this awakening, you start to feel the energy within your cells start to vibrate. You start to feel the embodied presence of your own awakening. And here, allow yourself to simply sink into this presence. Allow yourself to soften. Allow your face to soften. Allow your shoulders to soften. Allow your chest and your back to soften. And allow your hips to soften. And in this softening, find a space of openness. An openness where you allow yourself to simply allow yourself to be at ease. Where you allow yourself to simply rest. Resting in your own true nature. Resting in awareness. Where mentally there's a space of awakening. And physically there's a space of deep relaxation. Where you find yourself grounded and at ease in this present moment. Where you find yourself deeply content and happy just as you are. where you find yourself opening and expanding into the presence of your true nature. And in this nature you take refuge. In this nature you become the embodiment of love. And in this nature you smile an ever soft smile, a saintly smile of love, a smile of devotion, where you are no longer running for something outside of you, but you have come back home to that which is always here for you, your own presence, the gift of awakening, the gift of grounded presence. And in this space, we gently smile, and we give thanks and we give refuge. Refuge to Thee. We give thanks and we take refuge in the Almighty Spirit of God, of divine, of light, and of love. Start to deepen your breath here now. Bring your awareness gently back here to the present moment. Simply allow yourself to open your eyes softly and to maintain this presence of love. To maintain this presence of joy. To maintain this presence, the presence of you. Thank you for being here with me today. Please subscribe to this channel and be with me on this continued path of awakening. If you'd like to meditate with me, the link is in the description to join our free meditation group in which I lead. Grateful to be with you, and blessings to you on your day. Om, peace. Amen.